Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And today I got another story to share, or this individual has his story to share. And if any of you out there are writing your story and you're sending it into writemac.com, and it goes over some of the words, I think the word count's 500 words. You can go over a little bit, I don't mind that. But I do have another option that is a private email, or excuse me, a private video through YouTube. And that also is for people that are uncomfortable with having their story on YouTube. I don't mention your story. I'm sorry, I don't mention your name. But some people go, well, can you just respond in email? And I prefer to do a video, and I don't do email responses at this point. It actually takes me longer. And to do an email response, it would be a very short answer, where the videos, as you can see, I really pick them apart and give you point by point feedback. So they're highly useful, and the private video has been very popular. So please visit writemac.com if you're interested in sharing your story on a YouTube video. If you don't want to share your story, then we also have the private video option. Okay, let's get right into this. My story is about my ex and she is 21 and I am 27. We started off talking around Christmas time of 2017 and got really close during that time. She was going to classes to get her GED. So Christmas in 2017, so this is only about 5 or 6 months, as she had been out of school due to losing her mother at a younger age. Sorry to hear that. We then had stopped talking due to us both not being sure whether to pursue a relationship together. What's the reason? In March 2018, we started to connect again, and after meeting for the first time, we decided to give a relationship a try. I know that we moved a bit too quickly with our relationship due to her moving in with me after 2 months. Yeah, living together after 2 months. It just depends on where you are maturity-wise and how close you are, but it's definitely like a step from dating to like moving in. And it's definitely going to get clear on the relationship right away, because living together is a totally another element of a serious relationship. We had our odd fight here and there, which is normal in a relationship. Absolutely agree. It should be an 80-20. It should be about 20% of the time. Nearing the end of our relationship, there were some red flags that had been given off due to her contacting her ex at the time, who she had previously lived with but still had some of her items. Okay, she began talking to him quite frequently and wanted to have a friendship with him, which I was perfectly fine with until she started accusing me of giving her dirty looks whenever she was using her phone. Well, what I will say, sometimes we can't see ourselves. I've been told this, with relationships. Well, it's the way you looked at me when you said that. I didn't make any face. I didn't say. Well, yeah, you did actually, and really deep down, you might be making a face, right? It might be really subtle, but she's picking up on it, because probably deep down, if she is talking to your ex and you said it was okay, it probably pisses you off deep down inside. So I'm saying maybe it's subtle, but she is noticing it to you, or she feels guilty. Prior to this situation, she had no issues with me looking at her phone. Oh, you look at her, like you pick up her phone and look through it? That's a trust issue. And I never had any reasons to be looking for anything on there beforehand. Back to the situation with the ex. It's a way you could solve this is you could set up a video camera in your house and see what your face looks like. That's going to be the future, in a couple of years, with how cheap it is for video cameras and dealing with bad relationships, is setting up cameras and actually seeing your behavior. Back to the situation with the ex, she began hiding her phone and keeping it on vibrate while I was around. Her excuse was that I scared her whenever I would ask to see what was being said between the two of them. During the time, she told me not to worry about what was going on between the two of them, and that if anything was being said that shouldn't be, she would cut it off. Well, bottom line is, I would be okay if they wanted to be friends, but consistent contact, no. I mean, and that's not like you don't have to be controlling about that. You just got to set where's the boundary. They shouldn't be on the phone together every day, right? Because they have a history. If like I said, there's a boundary to it. You said, yeah, it's okay if you want to be friends, but if she's talking to him every day and she's hiding it, that's suspicious. On the last day of our relationship, I had attempted to speak with her about her behavior and that I was not comfortable with her speaking with her ex due to their past history. After it was brought up again, she began to freak out on me, saying I didn't trust her. Well, there's a certain honesty to that, and that she was leaving me due to not loving me anymore and wanted to be back with her ex. Well, that's clarity. God damn. She was talking to him the whole time and she was keeping him on the line. That's bullshit. That's clarity right there. You should move on from this relationship. You weren't together that long. That's bullshit. Clarity, clear, 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 clear. I mean, this is what you want when you write out your story. A lot of times, psychologically as human beings, okay, when an event like a breakup happens, when an event like a car accident happens, we shape a story, which this is your story, and we're looking to figure out what really happened. This is what happened. It's not that she didn't trust you. She was leaving me due to not loving me anymore, wanting to be back with her ex. She wanted to be back with her ex, okay? Naturally, I was upset. Of course you are. Wanted her to talk to me about it. Well, that's not going to make you feel better. But she chose to pack her things and proceeded to contact her ex, who came in an hour and a half to pick her up, and now she is with him. What else do you want, man? This happened about 5 weeks ago. At this time, I have tried to maintain no contact with her at times, but as most guys tend to be when they are hurting in these situations, I was weak and could not help but talk with her when she contacted me. So this is a pattern behavior. She's going to keep you on the line, and then if the guy she went back to, sputters, she'll just tell the other guy, well, I'm going to go back to you. History repeats itself. People do the same things over and over again. So then you'll be that other guy. Like I said, like a lot of people have weak moments, but you should have a meaning here. She left you for her ex, accused you of not trusting her, which was bullshit, because you had every reason not to trust her. I'm in the middle of no contact with her starting from this past week. I feel I am best to move on and not attempt to get her back. Yes, absolutely. But she continues to text me as that is the only way she can contact me. I have not responded to her yet. Well, cut off all social media, block her phone number. I'm sure you can do that through your phone service. Take the bull by the horns. Don't be a victim. Oh, well, she texts me. What do I do then? Block her phone number. Change your phone number. Tell her point blank, look, I'm done. Stop texting me. That's it. Because, even if you got back with this woman, she's manipulative, she's a liar. And she was doing something wrong and she tried to make you the guilty party. Oh, you don't trust me? Oh, and the minute I don't love you anymore, I'm going back to my ex. Wow, that was in the works. You should you're hurting right now, you're upset. This was not a long relationship, so you'll get through this quicker than you think, right? But you definitely got to cut off all contact. And, even if you got back with this woman, you wouldn't trust her. You wouldn't trust her. So I hope that helps you. Please visit rightmac.com if you've got a breakup story. Otherwise, thank you for supporting the channel.